My name is also Peter Tairuwepiy. I'm from Feshailap. I'm 68 now, 68 years old. I grew up in Feshailap. At that time, there was no school. I was one of the first from my island to go to college. So I came back, and we live mainly off the land. We never eat kind of meat. Our staple food is taro, banana, breadfruit with the fish. But changes right now, it's compared to my lifetime or younger time. It's a lot of changes. We depend more on the money economy. Before, we never use money. I don't know what the money exactly. I never got, and nobody employed that time on our islands. I was still young when the first teachers started receiving salary, $50 a month, but we thought it was a lot of money then. Sometimes he needed kerosene for our lantern, so we made copra, dried them and sold them to outside. We sent them to the main island on a field trip ship and carry that copra or they export it to different places outside the FSM. Our economy now is moving to monetary economy instead of before we only grow enough crops and fish. It's all subsistence economy, just grow enough for us, for our home consumption. We went out fishing just for same thing for our own consumption. And that's it. Everything was, fish was stored in the ocean, so we just go and harvest whatever on the land. Sometimes during summer especially we eat turtle meat. And we also have coconut crab that we eat sometimes, or chicken. We have chicken roam around on the island, but everybody knows their own chicken. So when it's time to eat chicken, you catch whatever you own and you share with your neighbor or relatives. All the people in our island, or especially in Feshailap, when I was there, it was 83 people on the main island and 36 on Peak, because there are two. Feshailap consists of three islands, one lagoon. So the two islands are inhabited and one is uninhabited. That's Bartending Island. They grow tobacco and crops and other things. So when you also need extra food, you go to that Garden Island yet to have extra food. Right now, we depend more on the rice and flour, but you need to supplement with local food, breadfruit. Feshailap Atoll is in the middle of that typhoon area. Every tropical storm passed through island, and we were hit always by storm or hurricane or destroy our tree crops or fruit trees. So we have to be active all the time to grow other fast growing crops like pumpkins, papayas, in order to survive or wait for our breadfruit, damaged breadfruit to grow back, or another coconut. So we eat mostly coconut meat with fish. We didn't have much taro and other stable crops. Right now, we infuse some of this culture from somewhere to ours, and our hope now is try to adapt what is better for us now from somewhere, and we hold on our own culture. So right now it's a very difficult challenge right now to try to cope with the new changes and we don't want these new changes to swallow up our own that we live for our ancestors being we survived for many years, but we know we cannot already go attack everything from our side to our place. But a lot of young people right now, they're residing either in Guam or Hawaii or USA, United States of America, just for employment, because it's hard to find a job over here. Keep at least some of these young ones on the island to continue maintaining our way of life. And we're very aware of what's going on now, but the population now of these both islands is Pig and Feshailap also increasing, because the main island now is more than close to 200, and the Pig is over 100. So it's a big increase compared to my young age. So we hope right now it's a challenge for us now to maintain whatever culture we know it's better for before and also now, and we adopt whatever we know it's going to be good for us. We know we can try to fit in whatever changes. We cannot hold the changes that happen to us. It all kind of agencies that can bring all these changes without our knowledge. Now we're using boat. Before we only use our traditional canoe. We have hot water motor, we have two-way radio that we can communicate from here and there. They're putting up solar energy where we can talk to any place in the world. We want to be motorized to be fit in wherever we go. We learn whatever survival tools or kits to be able to fit in other places. And when we return home, we also fit in our culture. We're kind of concerned about the young ones, that they would totally adopt other cultures without knowing what's happening on their own soil. So there is a cultural program in all the elementary schools, trying to give them what we know. We know our culture, skills and knowledge of all kind of traditions that used to be. We learn from father to sons. That's the way we transmit or transfer the knowledge and skills. There was no written record of our knowledge and skills. We learn by doing, and also learn from father, girls learn from their mother. That's how we pass the knowledge from generation to generation. As I always refer back to my young age, only few kids, few of us, when we went out for fishing, we caught a lot of fish that we distributed among all the people in the Feshailap. It was very calm, peaceful, a lot of fish. Right now, I think to the increase of population and all these changes in the world, that's when we learn right now. It's this they call climate change, caused the sea rise. The islands, the 3 islands are getting smaller. The damage, especially coastal areas, because this sea level rise destroy all the coastal areas, and our islands getting smaller. A lot of coconuts or trees fell in the water. So I believe it's to this climate change that caused the sea rise that happened, which never happened before. We lost a lot of trees close to the shore or coastal area trees. I'm 60, 80 now. Whatever I see, experience that time from that childhood to right now, a lot of changes. We always talk about the future. We want to share ideas. Never get to school before. We want to maintain that one. We want to learn more about this education. Speaking English, we can calculate some numbers, add them together, so we can be better off, like using what do we need to have from outside. We want to know where we're going, because we believe now our mind or horizon, it's broadened now. We know that we're not alone on the face of the earth. We know there's some other countries or places. We want to know exactly how to deal with other people.